Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? We're getting ready to start the show. You ready? Hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. We got a good show on for you today. Check, 1, 2, 3, check. All right. Let's see if I can get this going. Do, 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 do. Check, 1, 2, 3, check, check, check. All right. It's Outdoors Dan. It's Wednesday. What does that mean? It means it's time to start the Wednesday drive. Are you all ready? I'm ready. I know everybody on Facebook Live is ready. Hi, Joe. How you doing? Let's light this candle. Let's get it going.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
All right, welcome to this week's edition of the Wednesday Drive, brought to you in part by good friends out at the Milo Locker down in Milo, Iowa. Thanks to Daryl and Ange and all the gang down there for helping us do the show each and every week right here on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Got a fun show for you on this fine Wednesday, this July 20th. What is it today? The 28th, 27th, 25th? What is it? It's the 27th, isn't it? I can't. It's the 27th. How about that? Keeping busy. Need to say hi. Let's do. Let's see. Let's say hi to Joe, Richard. Good to see you. Aaron, how's it going? Jeff, Joe down in Kentucky. How you doing? Fishing Dave. Good to see you. All right, we got a lot of stuff going on. So today we're gonna have some fun. I've got Kurt coming up here from Working Class Bowhunters, and we're gonna visit with him. If you're not familiar with Working Class Bowhunters, that's one of the fastest and largest social media hunting platforms out there. They've been doing a lot of good things over the last couple of years, and they've really grown. And a lot of it is Kurt and the guys that are putting that out there. And then we're going to have another special guest, and I'll have some outdoor information for you and some other fun stuff as well. So let me go to the phones. Let me go ahead and see what we can get going. Mike Simmons, how's it going? Bob, good to see you, buddy. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm trying to do everything here at once. So let me hit the phones and see if I can get my buddy Kurt on the line. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Is this WCB headquarters?
This would be the WCB headquarters.
The WCB. Hey, Mr. Kurt, it's Outdoors Dan. It's the Wednesday Drive on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Say hello to everybody on Facebook Live. We got Facebook Live going. We got the app going. We're all over the place, Kurt. We're all over the place.
Good. That's what I like.
Yeah,
I try to be as well.
I'm telling. Hey, first of all, I got to tell you, thank you for making time because I know you're busy. You're out there, and I was just bragging on you. You guys, how long has it been now? 3 years, 4 years? You guys been doing this?
7.
7 years? Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It only seems like 4.
It does only seem like 4, but yeah, we've been cranking away at it, I guess, since early 2015.
Oh, that's you've been doing a good job because, man, I tell you what, I had Larry and I were over across from you at the Iowa Deer Classic, and last year you guys were down the other before the COVID hit. You guys were way down by the DNR, so I was stuck at the Elite booth. I didn't get a chance to come down here and see you and visit with Mike, Mustache, and all the other gang. But you guys, I mean, wherever you go, you got crowds now. It's like Elvis. It's like the camouflage Elvis group. It's crowded.
I'll take that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just like to have a good time, and I think that's and most people do like to have good times, you know. So I think that's why people want to hang out, and we like hanging out with people. So It works out great.
I gave you a softball, and you didn't take it. You should have said thank you very much.
I'm not an Elvis guy.
Oh, Kurt! Oh, now see, Mustache wouldn't have let that gone. He would have got that.
He might have. You got to remember, man, Elvis is not our era.
What, are you saying I'm old?
I'm not. I didn't say that. Yeah. I didn't say that.
Well, no, I'll say it for you. I am old. I creak where I never creaked before. So, hey, Chris Hall, good to see you. Hey, I got to tell you, Kurt. Honestly, I appreciate you guys being part of the Outdoor Call Radio Network, and I do appreciate you got some passionate folks. One of the nicest people I've ever met in the outdoors, I got to meet, and she's a big supporter of yours, is Carrie. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep, I do.
Oh my gosh, that girl is always out doing something, and I'm telling you what, she gets after it in the outdoors, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, she's an animal. She's everything. I think she does everything. Anything you can do in the Midwest outside, Carrie's after it.
Yeah, she does a good job, that's for sure. So what was your inspiration, and how did you get into this mess?
I did back in the day. Well, I guess growing up, I always wanted to be in the outdoor industry in like some way or another. And then I was a part of like a small video hunt team thing, and then I got into podcasts like real early on. I guess before it was like mainstream what it is now. And I'm like, man, there's got to be some good hunting podcasts. Looked it up. Really, I mean, there was a few, but nothing that really related to me. So I'm like, I think that'd be kind of fun. And then that's the super simplified version of it. Started one, and then Eric joined not long after, and then we just kind of fell in love with the process of it, and just realized how much fun in general that it was. Hunting every week.
How did Working Class Bowhunters come? How did that name? What drove that name?
At the time, I was a heavy equipment operator / I kind of worked at like a sand and rock plant.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of a gritty type, nasty job on the river. And, working class from my experience is kind of a little rougher around the edge guys that speak a certain way and act a certain way. And I'm like, man, that's what we are. And that's who we're going to be for. So that's without getting vulgar or talking like I'm on a job site. That's really how it all started. I'm like, it's a perfect name.
Yeah.
So,
don't get me in trouble.
No, I won't. But it's like, in my eyes, if you see working class bow hunter and you're truly like worked on some job sites or you're in the trades or whatever, and you click on it and you hear us talk and stuff, you're like, yep, these are my boys.
Well,
that's kind of our thought.
Yeah, I always thought because you guys were in the Navy. Because see, I was a Navy corpsman with the Marines, and I always just thought you guys were in the Navy because you talk like sailors, man.
We do, and not everybody loves it, And then I've had a lot of people say, like, if you'd have more listeners if you were clean, why don't you do that? I'm like, it's because it's not us.
Yeah, you got to be you. And I'm not picking on you. I'm just having some fun with you. I did a lot of research preparing for you to be on the air today, and I went ahead and I actually found your first archery instructor.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I did. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Gary, how's it going? And I'm going to try, I'm going to add a call here, and I'm going to see if I can get them on the line. And then, do you know who I'm talking about? Somebody that was very inspirational in your adaptation of archery. Let me see. Now, hang on for me. Don't hang up it might put you on over until I merge the calls, okay?
That's fine. Yeah, I'll stay here.
Okay, hang on. Don't go anywhere. All right. Let's see. I've never done this live on the air. I've never called somebody while I had somebody else on the air. So, all right. Let me see if I can get this going here. I'm hoping this works. I think it's going to work, unless they're on the phone. If they're on the phone, all right. All right. Hang on. I got to merge the calls here. Hang on. All right, I think I got everybody lined up. Now, Kurt, I want you to think back 10, 15 years ago to how you got into archery. And tell me, would you, mystery guest, would you say something to Kurt for me?
Well, hello there, young man.
I'm not recognizing this.
This guy was so instrumental in your adaptability of the bow. He helped make you the archer you are today, Kurt. You don't know who that is?
Well, there's a lot of people that I feel like are an influence, but I might be overthinking this right now.
Well, all I know is, hey, let me put it like this: 2 all beef patties.
Oh, jeez, I didn't recognize his voice. Get out of here. I'm like, who could this be? I'm like thinking through. I'm like, all my major archery influences are dead.
Well, there you go. Larry McCoy should have came right to your top of your list, man.
What's up, Larry?
The Big Mac to get to the
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. For a second, I'm like, who the heck is he getting? Because you know what I mean. I'm like, my brain's rushing. I'm like, who's he gonna mess with me with? What's going on here?
See, you probably thought I was going to get Stevie Moe or somebody on there.
No, I was curious. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
He's an influence, but not a good one.
Right. He's an influence to make me go the right path, not the wrong path.
Larry, I
I
was.
thought you were.
Go
Man,
ahead.
have you ever heard of the? He's like a hip hop. He does like interviews on YouTube. His name is Nardwar.
I don't.
You ever seen him?
No, sir. You got to remember, I'm old, Kurt. I watch Elvis videos all the time.
I'll send you some videos of this guy because he does deep research on guests. I mean, the subject matter is not that interesting, but the way he interviews is. I thought I was getting something like that pulled on me. He like finds stuff from people's hometowns that nobody would ever know, and he brings it up in an interview and it like shocks his guests.
Yeah. Now, see, in 25 years of broadcasting, I've never done that to a guest. I'll get somebody on, but I figured it'd be fun to have Mac on. Because Larry was the first one that told me about you guys. Larry, I can't believe they've been doing it 7 years. I thought it was like 4, but I mean, Larry said, "Hey, when I first started working with Elite, and we were talking about up and comers and the next generation, and you know, I consider myself an older generation guy because I'm old. I'm 58." And it's like, you know, I like seeing the new regimes popping in and being successful and stuff. And Larry goes, "You ain't seen nothing yet. Have you met these guys from working class?" And I said, "What's that?" He goes, "Oh my gosh, you ain't gonna believe this." And Larry, was that 2 years ago or 3 years ago when you took me down to when they were back on that back wall by the DNR, and they had that huge merch display, and it was like standing room only. It was like Elvis was there. I mean, Kurt goes, "Who in the hell's Elvis? Why do you keep talking about this Elvis guy?" You know. But I mean, I was like, "Oh my gosh, man, that's incredible." And yeah, Larry goes, "Man, they got the following they have is amazing." Remember that?
Yep, I do. I remember it. And way back in the early days, even with that, when they first come on, Kurt and I, we met. I mean, literally, was it year one of working class? Pretty much. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
Close to it.
Yeah, it was real early. I mean, 2 years in, maybe at the latest at that time. And yeah, man, luckily, you know, Larry and Elite and everybody kind of gave us a chance and an open ear and a high five, you know, because we've kind of off to the races since all that and getting to know each other and the Elite family and the Respect the Game family. So it's been a lot of fun.
No.
Yeah, it has. And I'll tell you, the thing is, we've all just gelled really, really well, you know, growing. And I knew it was something special when you were tossing around new ideas in the early days and stuff, and be like, "Man, well, what if we did this? What if I did this?" And I'll tell you, there's very few people that I could say in the industry that's had a vision about something and just totally went and got it. If you know what I mean, just you know, be like, "Man, you know what? Whatever it takes, we're going to make it happen." And you guys are one of those people, man. I mean, you and the whole working class crew, man. So we're honored to be partners and buddies as well. So and excited for what the future's going to bring too.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you saying that. That's like some of the biggest compliments I think you could get. And you know, we're podcasters. You know, it's weird. Like from when we started till now, it's changed so much. Like almost embarrassed a little bit to be like, "Yeah, we have a podcast," because people would be like, "What's a podcast?" So now everybody knows what a podcast. Everybody has a podcast now, you know.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yep, for sure.
Well, I mean, Kurt, listen, I told Larry that's why the Outdoor Call Radio app came out, because I mean, I've been on terrestrial radio now, like I said, 25 years, and I really think that's the future. I think more and more folks, especially folks that are 30, 25, 30, and even younger, probably. I mean, they're gravitating. They want that on demand. They want to be able to go back and see what they want to listen to. And you know, they're gravitating to that more than just turning the old truck radio on anymore. And I mean, I see it, and I think it's an exciting time. You know what I'm more excited about than anything is I remember when I started, and I mean, I mean, if I would have had the technology that's out there today 25 years ago, oh my gosh, I'd have a slick trick shaped swimming pool right now, man. I'm telling you. I mean, it's crazy what you can do these days. I mean, I'm in 100 countries on the app right now. I mean, there's no way we could have done that 25 years ago.
It's pretty incredible, man. Just like what the internet allows, if you just know how to like find your avenue and your niche and kind of just focus on that, like you can, it's worldwide.
Yeah, and that's exactly, you're right. Finding your niche, because it's, a lot of people are creative about it, but making those dreams and stuff come to fruition, it can be a tough process. And it's going to test you. It's going to test you, as far as who you are, how bad do you want it, type of deal. And because people watch, you listen to all these podcasts, you watch all these television shows, you do this, and you see a lot of somewhat consistency. And hey, you know what? I want to do a TV show, but I want it to be like Juries, or I want it to be like Lee and Tib, or so on, or Respect Game, or hopefully people say that. But they get into the and then they start to get a rhythm of looking at what they do and then doing it like them, versus saying, you know what, I'm going to try something different, and we're going to make it work and make it entertaining, make it something that people like to watch, and being able to accept the feedback from people and actually act on it is how you're going to grow, because your viewers they're your lifeline, your listeners are your lifeline.
For sure, yeah. And I think once you nail all that down, it's like sticking as true as you can. I mean, you still have a job to do, but sticking to who you are and what your main mission was, and just rolling new ideas kind of off what your main channel is. If that makes any sense.
For sure. I mean, when people see me, I mean, it's me 100%. I mean, I like donuts, and people know about it because I talk about it a lot. Because I talk about it,
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly why people at trade shows bring us cases of beer.
Yeah.
They bring Larry donuts. They bring us beer.
Yeah, and he's not. Yeah, he's not exaggerating. I mean, I saw a kegger come by one time. It was crazy. So hey, we got Kurt from Working Class Bowhunters on, Larry McCoy from Respect the Game TV, and guys, I'm going to take a real quick break. Kurt, when we come back, I want to ask you. This will give you time during the break to ponder. What's driving the new hunters right now? What is their passion, or what are they looking at from a working class bow hunter's perspective? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere. No flippy floppy. We'll be right back on the Wednesday Drive, right here on the Outdoor Call Radio Network.
Everyone that goes outdoors needs a good partner. One partner that is very important is a good knife.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today?
Every outdoor situation.
Hey, Donovan. Good to see you. If I'm not talking a lot on Facebook Live, I apologize. I'm trying to make sure I keep everything running for Larry and Kurt. Thank you so much for listening. This is going to be a lot of fun for the next 45 minutes. So keep listening if you can, and let me know if you need anything. Bill, thank you. Chris, Corey, and Michaela, thank you. Aaron, Mike, Bobby, Fish and Dave, good to see you. Joe, Jeff. I think I got everybody. Richard, appreciate all of you.
Your buddy can help you cape out your game, saving time on getting your valuable meat cooled down fast. Kershaw has knives for people on the go, like a brand new shuffle. This new folding knife has great looks, a tool option, and opens beverages. Perfect for when you're on the go. Check out all the knives at KershawKnives.com or at a sporting goods store near you. Kershaw Knives, an outdoor partner you can count on.
You were hunting, and a deer tick just crawled onto your leg and is burying its head into your flesh.
Thank you, Curtis.
Feel the bite, and you may or
appreciate
may not
it.
find the tip.
We'll get you back on here in a couple of weeks, Curtis.
You may or may not notice a red ring around the bite. Shortly thereafter, you may or may not get really sick. Your doctor may or may not test you for Lyme disease. The test may or may not detect it, meaning you may or may not get the medication needed. If untreated or not treated on time, you could have a lifetime of complications. Don't take that chance. Get Elimitic clothing from Gamehide. Elimitic features Insect Shield, a repellent that is fused to the fabric fibers. Ticks hate it. Elimitic clothing will retain its effectiveness for the life of the garment and needs no special care. The treatment is odorless and invisible. Wearing Elimitic can help protect you from ticks, chiggers, and other biting insects, and is featured in a complete line of quality Gamehide hunting clothing. To learn more, visit Gamehide.com.
Taping your own hunts is an exciting way to capture the moment. Fourth Arrow camera arms can help you video easier in the field. They're extremely lightweight, durable, and easy to pack. Their patented shoulder system is
Last
also
one,
very
guys.
adaptable to
Coming
any
back.
tree or ground blind setup. The bases are affordable and easy to set up for various wind directions. Multiple camera arms are available, including the Stiff Arm, Stiff Arm Pro, and Stiff Arm Elite. They're made of high-quality aluminum or carbon, depending on what you choose. For ground blind hunters, there's the tripod and monopod options. They're quiet and maneuver easily within the blind. All models can handle Consumer Pro video and perform quietly in the field. You can even custom pick your setups with Fourth Arrow camera arms. If you're looking to tape your hunts this season, check out FourthArrowCameraArms.com. Outdoors Dan approved for the field for great video action.
All right, welcome back to the Wednesday Drive. This is Outdoors Dan. I got Mr. Kurt from Working Class Bowhunters on, and the Mac Attack himself, Larry Mack from Respect the Game TV. You there, fellas?
Yeah, we're here.
All right, Kurt. Before we took the break, I asked you what's driving the new generation, the new blood. What's got them? What's their focus on in hunting right now?
You know, I think a lot of the new media is probably getting the younger generation into hunting, and I don't know. I guess I tried to think of it from my perspective growing up hunting. I just fell in love with it and set like personal goals, and that's what kept me like passionate and driven to keep after it. And I still hope that comes naturally to a lot of the younger generation. But you know, if that's the case, you know, if they're goal oriented, they set their own goals, are after it. But you know, maybe hunting media, maybe it's podcasts, maybe it's radio shows, maybe it's Respect the Game, maybe it's whatever show they watch that keeps them passionate and motivated and wanting to set goals for the outdoors. That's what I'm hopeful anyway. I don't know if that answered.
Well, no, that did. I was looking more at you know, one of the things that I hear you guys talking about on your group page, and Larry, you know, you tell me if I'm looking at this wrong, but saddle hunting, you know, public land. I mean, those things are like two of the top hot buttons that I see. With not only on your page but all other social media. That seems to be a big interest right now.
I consider that a trend, personally.
Larry Mack?
I agree for sure. I think it is a trend, but it is a trend that is going to introduce new people because it's a new method.
Yeah.
Just like the technology. I mean, one of my take on it too is similar to Kurt's. Is a lot of the newer generation they're offered and they have a lot more assets available to them to gather information about making decisions on whether they want to do something or not. They have YouTube, they have social media. You know, but back in the day, I was going and get Dan Fitzgerald, you know, VHS tapes and renting them from Blockbuster, you know, and or whatever, and going and watching. Or I was forced to go out and learn for myself and listen to other people. Where now people can watch some of that same stuff and still get the same collaboration, and then go out and try the saddle, the public land. The thing is the only thing that stirs me about that is you hear one person bashing another person about the way they hunt. Who really cares? You know, if it's legal and they can go out and do it, dude, you should embrace it. High five them on their success. If they do it, you may learn something. Because I'll tell you what, I watched Kurt and them as they kind of had some of their episodes on with the saddles and stuff. Guess what? I've got in my garage right now. I've got a tree saddle because I'm going to try it. You know, and I told myself early that, hey, I probably wouldn't. But, man, I'm like, man, I think about those situations where this could really work, you know, and why not?
Hey, you need to say hi to Lori, Ken, Nathan, Jerry, Jason, and Andrew watching us on Facebook Live right now. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Lori, thank you very much. You know, Kurt, I got to tell you, I see things are getting so expensive. I mean, the fuel prices. Larry had to hear me cry about it all through turkey season. I mean, every time I filled up my truck, and it's just the gear is let's just say it like it is. I mean, it's not inexpensive. I mean, you buy good quality stuff, it's going to cost. But you know, when you're hunting on a budget, you know, public land or, you know, conservation land around your state, it's nice to be able to join or get some, get together with some groups or a show like working class and get to know some of the folks. I mean, you can get some hunting buddies and hunt locally where it's not such a strain on your budget and still have a lot of fun.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely appealing. And we talk about that a lot on the show is like, a lot of people might give us crap about, oh, you have this private ground. Well, a lot of our private ground comes from just a little bit of elbow grease and a little bit of work, if a farmer doesn't want to maintain or doesn't have time to like maintain paths and do this, offer to help them out in exchange for hunting rights. That's one way to do it, especially in Illinois. It's hard to find permission pieces anywhere. Or if you can't afford a lease, Public's there. And there's a lot of options in public for public in Illinois. Even if you got to drive a little bit, it's not ideal with gas prices, but there's options definitely around if you're willing to put in a little bit of work. So, and we've done it all. We've done a little bit of everything from leases to doing work to gain permission or whatever it may be. It's however we need to make it work. That's what we do.
Yeah, Andy Harris said to tell you boys hi from Lethal.
Tell him we said hi, man. Andy's a good dude.
That's the mayor. The mayor. Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, the mayor.
The mayor.
And I couldn't believe how tall he was. Just kidding, Andy. But anyway, no, you're right. The thing is, too, is with public land, private land, it really doesn't matter. I can tell you this much: if you are, I don't know if any guy that is a diehard public land guy were to come across a private land farm and say, hey, I'm gonna give you permission to hunt my property. What are they gonna say? No, I don't want to hunt your property. No, it's not the case. But if you can successfully go on public land and find a deer and be successful, whether it's a doe, whether it's a buck or whatever, it's. I mean, dude, you've done something. That's cool. I mean, that's an awesome feat.
Well, and I didn't want this to get in. I'm not trying to say public versus private. I wasn't going in that direction. I just see people getting into it. They haven't knocked on those doors, and the best advice I can give you for acquiring property is go knock on those doors in May, June, or July. Not wear camo. Wear a nice shirt and jeans, and take your daughter with you, little girl, if you got. That's always the door opener right there. But I mean, people appreciate that if you do it several months before the hunting season. It's when you knock on their door the day before hunting season that people kind of get a little upset.
For sure.
And the other thing too, like Kurt touched on, that time of year, like you're saying, like now, July, whenever, there probably is work to be done around the farm. Offer those services, offer some help to them, because that goes a long way. I know, there's a lot of farmers out there, and it's just them trying to get all the work that needs to be done. They may need fences fixed. They may need a fence row cleared out, weed eated, whatever. Everything helps, and but you're not going to acquire permission if you don't try.
Yeah. No.
So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Dave Jones wants to know where his broadheads are, Larry.
Dave Jones. Dave who?
Dave Jones, the guy that's got your mounts.
I know. Yeah.
Dave said to tell you boys hi. Dave said to tell you boys hi.
I didn't know he was in search of some broadheads, but I'll tell you what, me and Kurt both, we know some good ones that we'll turn him on to.
I know a couple good broadheads.
Kurt? Now, what is your favorite broadhead, Kurt? I got to ask.
Man, the Raptor trick has my heart. I'm not gonna lie. I've been shooting that the longest out of all the broadheads. You know what I mean? So it's hard to go away from the Raptor trick. I just love it so much. The Viper trick is, I don't know. That's a tough question. I like them all. Yeah. The Assailant is nasty. The Slick trick might be nervous that it's getting replaced with a new favorite. That's what I'm shooting I plan on shooting that all fall, that broadhead.
Yeah. Lori says her son is helping out at a farm. He helped bale the field. He got hunting permission and now got permission to have the whole wedding there. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. See, that's awesome. That's a success story, man. I mean, and it's cool too in the outdoor space when you hear people, exerting that type of effort and then, reaping the rewards from it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Kurt, you had some really successful hunts the last couple times out. I've been watching you on Facebook, and you got to be pretty happy with that, man. Looked like you had a great time.
Yeah, man, the last year has been incredible. Had some great luck on a high country mule deer in Wyoming, and then had great luck here at home in Illinois on 2 great bucks and a doe. And then I shot a mountain lion in Wyoming at the end of the year. So just a great season all around, man. I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, Larry Mack. Maybe you should have Kurt going a couple hunts with you. I mean, you guys. I mean,
We're working on that.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should have the WCB RTG festival. Is what we should do. I think we should have like just like a 10-day hunting extravaganza.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah, I like the way that this conversation's going. I can tell you this much. We have been, Kurt and I have been talking for multiple years about trying to set one up, and we were trying to set another camp up because a couple of years ago Kurt wasn't able to make the trip, but Doug and Eric was able to come out and share a hunt camp with us, and we had a great time. Both of those guys ended up shooting mule deer, and it was a good time. We actually recorded a couple of podcasts from there. If anybody wants to go back and listen to them, they're pretty comical.
Yeah.
They're rowdy. They're rowdy. Yeah. During that camp, I was in Colorado doing a public land over the counter elk hunt. I didn't have any luck, but the camp was a blast. But yeah, Larry and I have been talking about just some sort of hunt camp, and I'm like, man, an antelope hunting camp would be a blast. Somewhere you can see a ton of animals, and even if you don't find success, you're still having a blast because if you just see animals the whole time, you still leave happy.
Well, sure. Yeah. I mean, just when I was out mule deer hunting last year, out at Mike Watkins and Esther's place in Montana, I mean, it was Matt and I were out there all day, and we had antelope all over us, whitetails, mule deers. I mean, it makes the day a lot easier when you got all that critters running around, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, makes it way easier.
So hey, I got to take a real quick break. Let me do that. When we come back, can we talk a little bit about the beer shoot that you guys had? I heard that was a tremendous event.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Larry, you okay for a while?
I'm good.
All right, good. All right, we'll be right back with Larry McCoy and Mr. Kurt from Working Class Bowhunters. Don't go anywhere, flippy floppy naughty, right here on. Here, I got to hit the button now. Right here on the Outdoor Call Radio Network.
Are you getting ready for hunting season? Well, you've done your homework, and now the time is getting close.
Hey guys, Dave, what's going on, bro?
That deer or wild game,
good to see you.
Where are you going to take it? Well, I have an
Andrew Harris, I can't believe you put that on there. I can't repeat that. Andy, that's awful.
For over 15 years. Daryl and Angie are the owners, and they take great pride in the fact that they do everyone's order the way the customer wants it. You can have your deer, moose, elk, or even bear processed and hand-wrapped.
Here you go, Andy. This commercial next one's just for you, buddy. You and Michael Lee.
Daryl does a great job making snack sticks, summer sausage, and jerky with all sorts of cheese and spice combinations. They do a ton of deer each year at the Milo Locker, and they do each order like it was their own. So if you get lucky this year and need a good locker, try the Milo Locker. Check them out today or just give them a call at 641-942-6231. And you're on your way to some great eating.
When you go big game hunting, do you go the extra step and try to stay undetected and lethal? Well, Lethal Products can help you do that every trip. It starts by washing your clothes with the Lethal Products scent-free detergents, providing a layer of protection to avoid their noses. The next step is taking a scent-free shower using Lethal shampoo and body wash and deodorant.
There you go, buddy.
When you get to your hunting area with Lethal Products Field and Dirt Cover
That sounds like fun.
If you do this system, your encounters will go way up while hunting big game, keeping your stink to a minimum. Lethal Products also feature field body wipes that you can use to wipe down after walking into the tree on warmer days or emergencies in the field.
Will do, Kevin.
Lethal Products
Will
also
do.
provides protection from little pests like ticks and mosquitoes with their bug and tick repellent. Lethal Products is a hunting system you can count on. For more information on Lethal Products, just go to lethalproducts.com. That's lethalproducts.com. Or Archery Field and Sports in Altoona. Lethal Products will help you be lethal in the field.
Hey America, when you barbecue, cookies is the one. Lots of flavor, lots of goodness, thick and rich, lots of fun. Hey America, when you barbecue, try Cookies barbecue sauce for a treat. Cookies barbecue sauce is the barbecue sauce America loves to eat.
There's a place in Ankeny that's all
Last
about the
one, guys.
outdoors, and that place is Sportsman's Warehouse. They provide all lines of hunting and fishing
Everything's
gear.
good, Kevin. Thank you for asking. How about you, bud?
Deer, turkey, waterfowl, elk, or whatever hunting you're into. New products arrive each week to outfit you better. They have a complete firearms area, providing the finest firearms and ammunition around. Everything from cleaning equipment to reloading can be found at Sportsman's Warehouse. Their fishing department is simply the best. They have your favorite tackle like Fluger, Daiwa, Abu Garcia, Quantum, and Zebco. From the serious angler to the regular fishing enthusiast, Sportsman's Warehouse has all you need. From camping, boating, to the best clothes and footwear like lacrosse and Danner for the entire family. That's what you'll find at Sportsman's Warehouse. They're located off Highway 35 on Orlabor Road. Open 7 days a week to serve you.
There you go, bud.
Ask about the seminar series happening every month. Your hometown outdoor store should be Sportsman's Warehouse in Ankeny.
All right, welcome back to the Wednesday Drive here on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Let's head back over to the phones and say hi back to Kurt and Mr. Larry. You boys all right? You guys okay?
We're here.
All right.
We're here. I was just, the first, I was just sitting there listening to the commercials, and I'm like, that had to have been little Jimmy Dickens on that first Game Night commercial. I was like, really? And then there was one, I didn't know if I was in a horror film. It was like, wait till he buries your head, his head into your flesh.
Oh no! Wait a minute. That's a Dave Larson commercial. I'm telling Dave you said that on radio.
Well, I was just saying it brought the emotion out of the commercial. I was like,
hey. My favorite one's the cookies barbecue sauce.
Oh, Kurt! Yeah. Next time you come to Iowa, I'm going to get you some sauce, man.
Yeah, good. All right.
You know what? I'll bring you some sauce. You remind me because Larry and I are going to be out. We're going to be there at the end of next month. We're going to be at the WC Working Class Bowhunters studio. So I'll bring you some
international headquarters.
International headquarters. And I'm actually looking forward to that. That's been on my list, my excitement list for a while. I'm actually getting a little pumped for that.
I think you'll have a good time, man. It's I can say with confidence, it's a podcast experience that you'll never have anywhere else.
Yeah. We've already got like 3 people that want to know when the WCB RTG camp is going to happen because they want to buy hunts.
Oh, perfect.
We could book out a hunt pretty fast.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Already got.
Hey, we'll keep people in tune because it is something. Like I said, we have been working on, and it's we're going to definitely make it happen. So we'll keep people in tune. We're going to make it happen, and we're going to have a hunt somewhere. Regardless, we may be shooting pigs, we may be shooting antelope, we may be shooting deer, we may be shooting turkey. Who knows? But we're going to put something together.
Well, I think whatever we do, we'll just have fun. So how was the beer shoot? I heard that was a blast.
Yeah, well, we call it the WCB shoot, the archer shoot. That's what you're talking about, right?
Well, I just heard there was mass quantities. That's all I'll say.
We have an after party, and there happens to be a lot of beer there. We shoot bows all day. We hand out a bunch of goodies, and then afterwards we buy a tab at the local watering hole, and we tear it up. It's a good time. It's a good turnout. It always seems like there's something, though. Every year we have it, it's like COVID and then thunderstorms and then gas and then, you know what I mean? It just rolls in. And every year I'm like, is this worth doing? And then after every year comes around and I have such a good time with everybody that I'm like, yeah, we're doing this forever.
See, now I could see you guys hiring Alice Cooper one day to do it while you're there.
Okay. We could do that.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I think, you know what I think we ought to do? We ought to get the Kentucky headhunters and have Eric grow his chops out. Have Eric grow their chops out.
Well,
we could all just take pictures with right in between them both. You know, where like you can barely see their face and beside in front of their chops. You know?
Oh yeah, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
We actually, it's funny you say that. We have coming up in August in Bloomington, Illinois. We have Illinois Deer and Beer Fest, and we that's like our deal. Illinois Deer and Beer. Like, okay, sign us up. We're going. So we have a booth there, but we're hosting the after party, which is there at the show, and Dustin Huff and Cody Christian are there, and they're going to play a bunch of country music and stuff afterwards and drink some beers. So that'll be a good time.
When is that? Yeah.
It is August. I'm double checking so I don't mess it up. It's August 27th and 28th.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, that'll be right
Bloomington,
before.
Illinois.
That'll be right there before we get there.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah,
Yeah,
it will.
because I think we're going to be in the studio with you on the 31st. Is that right?
Yep. So we'll still be hungover from the 28th when you guys get to the studio. Ready to start again.
Yep.
Oh, brother. All right. So what do you guys got? What do you got planned for the fall? What do you guys got cooking?
Well, we leave for Africa and what's today? 5 days,
Oh,
6
wow.
days.
Wow.
And then we'll be hunting Africa for a couple of weeks, and then we come home, basically go to Illinois Deer and Beer Fest, hang out with you guys, get some more podcasts, more shows cranked out, and then I leave for an elk hunt for a minimum of a week, and then after the elk hunt, come home, and it's whitetail season, basically. That's,
We got Jerry Moyer and Bill and Carrie Egner. Bill, I hope I said that right. They said they're going to be there with Mr. Sean Lotz at the beer deal, Deer and Beer.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
yeah, hey, now Larry's been to Africa. I haven't. Kurt, have you been there before?
never have.
What's
kind of one of them opportunities that kind of fell in our lap, you know?
What's your dream? What's your dream? What's your first big animal that you want to get, or what are you really after? What do you want to get more than anything over there?
I think everybody would probably answer that question with kudu. That's number one on my list. I don't know if that's everybody's number one, but I just can't stop thinking about a big kudu. If I kill a big kudu, I'm set. You know, everything else is a bonus.
Larry, what was your big deal over there? What was the ones that got you most excited?
Honestly, I didn't really know what to expect because I told myself, you know, it wasn't, you know, my jam, but, you know, I was like, man, we got a good group of guys going. I'm going to go. We're going to see what it's like. And I would go back 10 times over. It's an awesome experience. But I would probably say a big kudu or a big nyala, or I was fortunate enough to get an eland, which was that was definitely on my list, and I literally like to poop in my boot when I walked up on that thing because they're huge. Yeah. They're a lot bigger than they look like on the photos. I was like, whoa.
It's like a Brahma bull.
Yeah. They are very, very large. So, but no, I'd say, but yeah, kudu's probably one of the most, I would say, targeted, especially from the guys over here in the Midwest, from the Midwest and the States. They're a really cool animal too. You guys will have a ball.
Yeah, I'd like to get if I ever go over there, a warthog and a Kim's buck, I think would be cool.
A Kim's buck? What the heck's a Kim's buck, Dan?
Kim's buck.
Kim's buck.
Kim's buck. You know what I'm talking about.
It's a Kim's buck. K-I-M's.
Yeah.
B-O-K.
That thing right over there. That animal there. That's the one I want right there.
Yeah, honestly,
tall, spiky horns.
Yeah. Yeah. That's number 2 on my list, Dan. Kudu, Gimsbuck, and then I have a zebra on my list because I fell in love with the zebra shoulder mounts when I did like a game head taxidermy course straight out of college, and they were mounting like a floor pedestal zebra, and it was just one of the most beautiful things you've ever seen. So
yeah,
it's on my list. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're going to have a good time either way. So.
Well, you know, and I want to applaud you for what you just did, a show with a young lady that was getting a lot of hate and other crud sent her way because she was taking big game animals. And what's that, Kurt? What's her name?
Kendall Jones. Yeah, they were calling her the baby face killer.
Yeah,
well, killer, but I think it's funny to say killer.
Yeah,
instead,
you know what really kills me about idiots like that, and I'm just going to say it like that. They're idiots. They're keyboard cowboys that would never have the stones to come up and say that to your face. They're living in their mommy's basement eating peanut butter and jelly, and that's how they get their kicks. And that's what I would tell her.
Piers Morgan.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, Larry. Here's the thing, Larry. Tell everybody. Whenever you go over there, anything that you take hunting, legally hunting, everybody benefits from that animal. The herd benefits, and not only that, but all the native villages. That's how those people get. You know, that's a majority of how they eat.
Yeah, it's a totally different lifestyle over there, regardless of people can assume being from over here, but it was really eye-opening to me because you want to know where the meat goes, you want to know where all that goes, and so we did our research and asked. So we were able to actually deliver meat to an orphanage over there when we were over there, which was probably one of the most memorable experiences I've ever had since I've been just period. It was just an awesome experience, and then also being able to eat it yourself, because they're you will probably eat some of the animals that you shoot, whether it be warthog, give about kudu, and we were able to eat a lot of that as well. But none of it goes to waste, and it's a different society over there. They live differently in Africa than we do over here. So by you guys going over there and helping support that, they look at that as truly a blessing for them as well.
Well, and even in Argentina, Larry. I mean, a lot of the like the stags and stuff that you take over there, that all goes to the villagers.
Yep. It's it's, and we won't hunt anywhere where it's not like that. But it's just because we do appreciate and respect their culture and the animals as well. So it is you guys are going to have a ball though. It is an experience that you're gonna kind of have that itch to go back when you're on your plane ride home.
Yeah, that's what everyone always says too. And when we interviewed Kendall about that, we talked about some of the international hate she got, and then she touched on the conservation, what it does for the economy there, and it's basically put value on those animals, which is why they're there and why they're healthy and why they're bigger now probably than ever before. But she's like, if you go over there, you have to request to go to the school or bring school supplies with you, bring American candy and hand it out to the kids, and we are going to get to go to I believe an orphanage to donate the meat after we shoot an animal. So I'm really looking forward to that cultural experience, But that was one of my number one requests going over there, because that just puts tools in our bag to kind of talk about the way of life and how important hunters are to that area from firsthand experience.
Well, I think it's that just echoes what we do here at home. Share the harvest. Here in Illinois, what Gary or Larry? What's it? Gary? Who's Gary? Larry? What's it called back in Missouri? Share the harvest, right?
Yes, Share the Harvest in Missouri. It's the Hush program in Iowa.
Yeah. What about Illinois, Kurt?
We have a program like that. It was Hunters for the Hungry, I believe, but I don't know if the name has changed since. But most processors have an option to donate, which is great. So.
And that goes, all that protein goes to food pantries and shelters that helps people that are struggling to get by. And if it wasn't for good, solid conservation and hunting ethics, I mean, a lot of those folks, they'd be worse off if it wasn't for us out there doing our thing.
Would you rather eat canned corn or a backstrap? I think we all know the answer.
Yeah. Right. I'll take this corn with the strap. What are you talking about?
Well, there you go. That's a side, right? Or just make chili and throw it all in there.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. Speaking of that, chili, I got to tell you, I always wear my little working class Bowhunters. I'm losing weight, so I call it little, but it's only 3X now. But I love my working class Bowhunter hat and my shirt, and I always get comments when I wear that. It's always fun to hear that. Oh, I like that show.
Okay, it's good comment. Okay, it's
no, they're not.
Yeah, I was wondering.
No, there's not negative comments. I only get that when I hang around Larry.
Yeah, of course, right.
Yeah,
because he's jealous.
Well, he gets me in trouble, man.
Well, we'll get you in trouble, man. You'll see when you're here.
You wait till the summer camp.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mike Simmons says sloppy doughs for all. Yum yum. There you go, Mike.
There you go.
Yeah, we love our sloppy doughs. So.
One of my good buddies here, he's a local guy, Chase Burns. He said he's taught his kids to judge does off of how many tacos they'll make. So pretty funny.
That is funny.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. So where are you?
I'm going to be judging them that way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a 20 taco dough.
Yeah. Larry just goes out there and just he takes his cookies flavor enhancer with him in the field. I mean, it doesn't go to waste. Trust me.
A fella's got to eat.
So, where you go? You hunt in Illinois, I guess, since you live there. Are you hunting anywhere else around the Midwest?
I always have an option, and I never go unless I'm tagged out to hunt Indiana. I have a ton of great friends in Iowa, but it's not an over-the-counter state there in Iowa, which is great for you guys in Iowa. But I love my whitetails, man. I like doing all these different hunts, but there's something about like the more experience you get under my belt. I just love whitetails more and more. And I think because the process of hunting whitetails is growing more and more for me, like with more land management and food plot stuff, you have more heart and soul into a whitetail than you do like something you hunt for a week. Now, not saying you don't have heart and soul in that. It's just a longer process, and we're, born and raised hunting whitetails pretty much. So we'll see if I tag out. I'll go to Indiana and try and chase one around, but I plan on just trying and kill 2 mature bucks here at home with my bow and be as efficient as possible.
All right. Best hunting tip Larry McCoy's ever given you, Kurt?
Well, to shoot an elite.
Yeah. Oh, nailed it.
I mean, right there, just put a stake in that one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Drop the mic.
And honestly, it would be whether you shoot a lead or anything else, shoot a bow you enjoy because you're going to shoot it more.
No, I would agree with that. What's your favorite one so far?
Oh, man, favorite one of all time. The Envision is amazing, right? But I have a lot. The Synergy was where I fell in love with Elite.
Mm-hmm.
That was, I realized I had bought, you want to hear something, I'll tell you, like I bought with my hard-earned money a brand new carbon Hoyt, and this would have been 2015, right around the first year we started the podcast, actually, because you can hear me talking about this throughout the episodes on the show that first year. I shot an Elite Synergy at a dealer here in Bartonville, Illinois, and I'm like, I need to have this. So I brought in my brand new Hoyt carbon, whatever it was. I'm like, hey, would you guys trade me straight up this bow for this bow? And they're like, you realize like the value on this is not the same. Like that's a carbon bow. This is an aluminum bow. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Like as long as we just straight up trade, let's do it. And that's how I got into my first Elite, and then I never looked back. So the Ritual has always been a favorite, the Ritual 35. I like them all, man. It's like, for me, it's like thinking back on cars you had that you love so much.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Hey, I got about a minute here before I got to let you guys go. And I want to say both of you, thank you for staying. You guys are the longest guests we've had since I started doing this 6 months ago. So thank you for doing that. Usually it's 25 minutes, but you guys are so much fun. I just kept you for another half hour.
That's great.
Tell everybody.
When you're having fun.
Absolutely. Tell everybody about Working Class Bowhunters, how they can get involved in it, and what they need to know, Kurt.
Yeah. Anywhere that you listen to podcasts, if you're familiar with the Deercast app, we have a special series on there that is clean for everyone if you don't like swear words. But type in Working Class Bowhunter on Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts, and we're there. And we put new episodes out every week. Never missed a week since we started, so we're pretty proud of that.
All right, there you go. And you can always follow you on social media.
Yep, just search us. We have Working Class Bowhunter Podcast, and we have a private group that's pretty easy to get into, Working Class Bowhunters. And yeah, just hit over 20,000 people in there, and it's pretty rowdy. A lot of inside jokes in the podcast, but it's a sense of community, I guess, in a fun, rowdy way.
Just be prepared to hear a lot about mustaches.
There's a lot of, when you first get in the group, you're going to be like, what is everyone talking about? But a few episodes, and you'll quickly catch on and feel a part of the family.
Yeah, Larry Mack, if someone wants to get a hold of you, sir, how can they do that?
Obviously, they can go to any of the social media platforms, Larry McCoy 15, or go to Respect the Game TV on social media, Sportsman's Channel, anywhere that you can consume outdoor television, you can find us there. And if you have questions in regards to hunting, gear, anything, I don't care if it's about whatever brand, doesn't really matter. We all got to stick together. Ask it. I'll do what I can to make sure you get an answer.
All right, and you can always hear Working Class Bowhunters every Friday night, 9:30 Central Time, 9:30 p.m. on the Outdoor Call Radio app. Kurt, thank you so much for being part of this. Can't wait to see you at the studio here in about a month.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. I really appreciate it. It was a good time. We're going to have some more fun, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Be safe over there, and make sure you send pics. I want to see pics.
I will. Thanks, brother.
All right, Larry Mack, thanks, buddy.
All right, we'll see you.
All right.
Later, Kurt.
All right.
Love you, Larry.
All right,
We'll
see
you, man. Love you, buddy.
there they go, Kurt and Larry Mack. I tell you what, good fellas right there. I tell you what, this hour went quick. I'm not even going to take a last break. I got a couple things to tell you about real quick. Game Hide starting August 1st. Hey, Kent. There's my buddy Kent. If you, I'll tell you about Kent here in a minute. Starting August 1st, Game High Clothing wanted me to tell everybody they're going to have a 25% off preseason sale. So you can go check all that out. And anything on the website, you're going to get 25% off. So they got a big camo sale coming out right there. Iowa's launching their Iowa pheasant population survey. It's called the August Roadside Survey. This is an excellent way for them to keep track of what the pheasant populations look like. And real quick, hunters had an excellent season last year, harvesting the most roosters in the state of Iowa since 2008. Many are looking forward to what 2022 has to offer. Basically, if you don't know what the survey is, the statewide survey is conducted by the Iowa DNR staff between August 1st and the 15th. They drive 218 separate 30-mile routes on gravel roads at dawn on mornings with heavy dew. That's when the pheasants come out, and they'll want to get into that gravel and do their thing. They're going to move their broods out at the edge of the gravel to dry off before they begin feeding, which makes them easier to count. And in addition to that, you can also see the quail and rooster pheasants and everything else going on. So that's going to be going on, and they're saying right now, as it is right now, good news for hunters as they bagged an estimated 375,000 roosters in 2021. They were thinking that this year is even going to be better. So for all my upland buddies, that's going to be pretty cool. Also, too, they got a big shoot coming up. The Ultimate Archery Competition will be September 2nd through the 4th out at Archery Field and Sports. There's $5,000 in prizes up for grab for the 3 days. They're going to have individual and team events and all this other stuff. If you want more information, please get a hold of Mark out at Archery Field and Sports in Altoona, Iowa, and he'll take great care of you. I had a lot of questions about the Outdoor Call Radio screenshot contest, and it's super easy. And while I got everybody on here, all you got to do is just, when you're listening to the app, just take a screenshot. I'm going to, let's see if I'm going to unplug my phone here real quick so it doesn't get out in the air. I'm going to open my app up, and I'm showing everybody on Facebook Live right now. I got the app open, and it tells you what's playing right there. And I just press that button, and it takes a screenshot. And then all you got to do is just email that to me at outdoorsdan@mac.com. You can always find my email if you're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio app. There's little menu bars at the top left-hand corner, the three little hash marks. If you press that, it says visit website. That'll take you right to the outdoorcallradio.com website. My email is right there. There's a little cartoon mailbox, and if you click on that, it'll bring my email right up. And just send me that. You don't have to put anything else in there. Just send me the email with the screenshot, and I will put you into the drawing. We're giving away a $50 gift card to Game High Clothing. We're giving away, a brand new 5.0 Tacticam camera, and if that wasn't enough, we're giving away an electric Worksharp sharpener, and we'll draw that in a few weeks, just to say thanks to everybody. Fishing report, it's been hot. Temperatures in the mornings have been better. We went down a little bit, but it's supposed to get hot again. But early morning, late evenings, your best fishing right now. Bluegill are fair, crappie bite are fair. This is a general consensus of the lakes in Iowa. Largemouth bass are fair. Plastics, traditional crankbaits, submerged woody structure, weed lines, rocks, all points are all producing some fish. Walleye bite is fair, early morning, late evening. Yellow perch is slow. And I think I'm all caught up, man. That was great. Yeah, I can't thank Kurt and Larry enough. They did a great job, and it was fun having them on there. And I encourage you to make sure you check them out. And they've got other options if you don't like somebody swearing. They do have another way for you to listen. But I'll just tell you, they're good fellas, and they do anything for you. So. My buddy Kent up in Wisconsin, that's one of our partners, Emperor One. If you got aches and pains, you don't have to keep putting up with that. You can take care of that the natural way. Go check out Emperor One CBD online, and I've been using that, the topicals and the gummies. I've been using them for about 6 months now, and I tell you what, when my shoulder and my knee is really bothering me, I used to eat Advil like crazy, and I don't have to do that anymore. I can just rub that topical on my shoulder or on my knee, and it really, really helps me sleep through the night and get some rest. So check that out, Emperor One, and if you need to get a hold of me about that, just message me, and I'll tell you more about it when we get through doing the show. So Pretty cool stuff, huh? I tell you what, that's awesome. And we always like fun having the show. We'll be back on Saturday on 7 to 9 a.m. Saturday morning on 1350 ESPN. And we'll be back here again next Wednesday on the Wednesday Drive. And if you need anything, just give me a holler on Facebook. You can look up Dan Young or Outdoors Dan or the Outdoor Call radio page. Either one, I'll get to you. Kevin, Mike, I mean, everybody, thanks for all the great comments today. Thanks for watching us for the last hour. And hey, do me a favor. If you got somebody in your family that likes to hunt and fish, outdoor cooking, please make sure you tell them about the Outdoor Call radio app. It's totally free. They can listen 24 hours, 7 days a week to some great hunting and fishing content. I've got buddies all over the USA helping me do the shows every day, 4 or 5 new shows every day. And it's always going to be free. And we appreciate that. I got to go. I will see you next time right here on the Wednesday Drive. Till next time, God bless you. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Have a great evening. Stay out of trouble. Be good to one another. We're all in it together. Sloppy doughs, Mike. Sloppy dough on. Bill, everybody, thank you so much. If you need me, give me a holler. Otherwise, I'll be talking to you soon. And thanks for all the screenshots. We've been really getting a lot of those, and we really appreciate everybody listening to the app. Andrew was amazing as usual. Andrew wasn't even here. He's not here on Wednesdays, Mike. It's too expensive. He lives all the way out in Perry, Iowa, so I just told him I'd handle it myself on Wednesdays. But, yeah, we love Andrew, that's for sure. We couldn't do it without him. So thank you, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. If you need anything, let me know. Until next time, God bless, and thanks so much for being part of the Outdoor Call Radio family. Appreciate you.